Yo, what up, internet world? It's your boy Jermaine back with another video. What's good? I haven't put out a video in a couple days. The last video I put out was an Uber video, but that video doesn't count. The video before, in that video, I was talking about how I wasn't gonna make daily vlogs coming up because I've been working on sort of this little project, and I've been on the computer a lot, like all day for the past week, and I haven't been running around Cape Town and making videos. I haven't been doing this, haven't been doing that. And instead of just making a video, like I have to make something somewhat entertaining. I can't make a video of me cooking and me hanging out on the computer for 5 days in a row. That's just not gonna work. That's not gonna fly, and that won't be entertaining. And how is that inspirational? And how is that educational? And how is that learning about traveling when you just watching some fool on the computer all day editing? No, so I haven't made any videos. Now, from that video, from some of the comments, some people may be under the impression that I'm not making videos because of YouTube comments. That's actually not the reason why I'm not making videos. Comments definitely take a toll, but comments are not the reason why I'm like, yo, I'm just not gonna make a video. I've just been really busy working on a couple other things. That's why I haven't made a video. Earlier today, I posted on Facebook, no, not Facebook, YouTube stories. That's a thing. No, it actually wasn't YouTube stories. It was a YouTube post. So you could see like posts that YouTubers put online. And I posted, what did I post? South Africa is mine, or something like that. Something along those lines. And when I posted that, I had my thoughts in my head. But when other people read a post like that, they may think of something negative, like, oh my gosh, what happened to Jermaine? You know, believe it or not, nothing happened to me here. When I said that South Africa is mine, fucking me, I kind of meant that, but I didn't mean that in a bad way. As you guys may know, South Africa is my favorite country on earth, and I've also have been here for a few weeks now. That might be the problem. I might need to go explore some other place. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, why don't you go to Mozambique? Why don't you go to Zimbabwe? Why don't you go to Kenya? Why don't you go to Tanzania? Why don't you go to the Congo? Why don't you go to Chad? Why won't I go to Chad? Yeah, Chad is just on the top of my travel list. Let's go to Chad. If you guys don't know about Chad, Google it. Other African country. Chad is not on the list anytime soon. But anyway, why am I even talking about Chad, okay? Next place that I'm going to go to. So why won't I go to some other African countries? You know, I really want to change. I really want to switch up things. I can continue to travel north, or I can just get on an airplane and go somewhere else. I think I really want to get on an airplane and go something else. So what I'm going to do tomorrow when I wake up, I'm going to figure out tomorrow when I wake up if I'm going to stay here, if I'm going to continue to travel around South Africa, if I'm going to continue to travel around South Africa and then later go to Mozambique. And from Mozambique, I don't know where I'm going to go from there. And then, I don't know, go to Mozambique. And then after Mozambique, I don't exactly have a plan to go from there. The original plan was to go to Mozambique. And then after Mozambique, go to Joburg. And then go from Joburg, go to Asia or to Europe. I was definitely leaning towards Asia more. India was on the list, but I've scrapped India. And then there's Sri Lanka. It's on the list. And I've kind of scratched Sri Lanka. Thailand's on the list. Israel was on the list. Italy was actually on the list, but I have no idea what I'm going to do. So tomorrow when I wake up, I'm going to figure out if I'm going to stay here in South Africa or if I'm going to travel, go continent hopping, go somewhere else in the world. I just want to switch it up. I just want to just do something else, because traveling in Africa, I definitely love it, but it's a different type of traveling. Like it's just a different. It's just a different type of traveling, like bottom line, like it is, and I love it here, but I don't want to spend all of my time here. Just because I came to one country here, and I've traveled around to about a handful of other countries, don't mean I want to go to every single country. So tomorrow, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do. Hopefully, it'll be spontaneous. Hopefully, it definitely will be spontaneous, because I have no idea, like, where I'm going to go tomorrow. I'm kind of excited, but then at the same time, I'm kind of nervous. Because where will I stay tomorrow night? Like, will I be here or will I be somewhere else? But anyway, let's just keep going. So next up on the Jermaine Ellis show. So guys, I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Lately, I have been paying the comments a lot of attention. On this trip, definitely, I've been paying the comments a lot of attention. And I noticed that when I come to the continent, people expect me to, chase local girls. They expect me to, I'm supposed to like meet some black girl and I'm supposed to be running around vlogging with a local girl that I met. And my last trip, that wasn't the plan. I wasn't really trying to talk to any locals on the last trip. The last trip, I was always trying to talk to some Europeans, right? So on this trip, I said, look, I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna actually try to talk to locals. I'm gonna try to talk to no white girls on this whole trip. Like none, right? None. If someone tries to talk to me and they're not black, like I'm not gonna entertain them as much. So on this trip, I purposely, I think this is kind of stupid actually. I should not have did this. I should have just went with the flow. Like I should have just did whatever I wanted to do. If I want to talk to this white girl over here, go talk to her. If I want to talk to this mixed girl over here, go talk to her. If I want to talk to anybody, if I want to talk to this Asian chick, go talk to her. But on this trip, I'm literally trying so hard to talk to local girls, right? So I can have local girls in my videos, so that people can see, oh, Jermaine likes black girls. Like literally on this whole trip, I've been trying to do that, and on this whole trip, I've been a complete failure, yo. I've talked to a handful of chicks, but like I kind of feel that like some girls like you because you're from the U.S., but most girls don't. Now, maybe I can make a whole nother video talking about what's it like being an American traveling in Africa, because some people paint the picture as if you're black and you're from the US and you go to Africa, everybody's gonna treat you like you're the greatest thing ever. That is simply not true. Oh my gosh, that is not true at all, because some of the places I've been on just on this mini trip, this wasn't even a big trip. I've only went to 3 countries on this trip. Just on this trip, I've noticed that, man, sometimes having an American passport and being black can go the opposite way. Sometimes people want to question you more because they're trying to figure out, what are you doing here? Like, why? Like, what are you doing? Why are you here for a month? Why are you in our country? What are you doing here in our country? And this whole trip has kind of been like that. This trip, like, so many things kind of went wrong. Like, when I went to Barcelona, I thought for sure I could just get, like, a 30-day visa. Like I thought for sure I could get 30 days in Barcelona, but instead, like I didn't even get 30 days, because when the lady asked me, how long are you staying here for, I said 7 days. But I mean, actually I didn't know how long I was gonna stay there for. I want to stay longer than 7 days, and since I told the customs lady 7 days, that means that I have to be out of the country within 7 days. And I've already booked an Airbnb for 4 nights in this first city. So I'm looking at this place and I'm like, okay, so I've already booked the Airbnb for 4 nights. And I really want to travel north, but if I go north, I'm gonna stay longer than 7 days. And if I stay longer than 7 days, they're gonna charge me. Like, I don't know, this trip, it just wasn't, it just wasn't planned out. Like it's just, honestly, this haven't been my best trip. Like, and I also should talk about like some of the racial things I've noticed here. And you can sit back and watch a situation, and you can sit back and have an opinion about a situation. Your opinion can go either way. I've noticed a lot of little things like this in South Africa, but earlier today I'm just gonna describe what I saw. So earlier I was on this little van, the shuttle going down and it's picking up in Sea Point and it's dropping people off down by the CBD area in Cape Town. So I get on, and there's like 2 people on, and we go down the street and we're going really, really slow. Like the driver's taking his time. He's trying to fill up the van. It's already it's like after 10 o'clock. After 10 o'clock, things start to slow down because a lot of people are already at work and stuff like that. So it's taking forever, and I'm sitting back in the back of the van, and I'm thinking, yo, this is taking so freaking long. And then this white guy stops. He's like, hey, stop. So the van pulls over, stops. He jumps in the front seat. And in this little shared taxi van or whatever, I had the music up really, really loud. A lot of the vans have the music up really loud. I'm talking about it's so loud that I can't even hear my earbuds. I see why. I understand why a lot of tourists don't take the white shuttle vans, because some of them are cool, some of them are not. Some of them they have to fill up the van, 20 people. Some they'll just pick you up and it may be 2 or 3 people on the whole van, and it's just going, right? So we're in the van and I'm sitting at the very back and I hear the white guy at the front, he's screaming at the driver. Now the driver's sitting just right across from him because the guy's, he's in the front seat, the driver's in the front seat, and they got the music blaring. Like, I don't get why they got the music so loud. This guy is screaming, the white guy is screaming to the guy driving the van. He's like, I'm late for work, I'm late for work, I'm late for work, right? Now, when we picked the white guy up, we were almost out of Sea Point. There's a part of Sea Point where there's a lot of businesses, and then there's a part of Sea Point where it's just grass. And usually once the shuttle vans get to the grass part, they just go full speed because there's not a lot of people walking by the grass area to pick up. So we picked up the white guy right by that area. So in that area, the van takes off and it goes normal speed. So I hear this guy, he's yelling at the driver. He's like, I'm late for work, I'm late for work. And the driver yells back, people like you should wake up earlier. People like you, this is a black guy talking to this white guy. He's like, people like you stay out all night drinking and you go to sleep at 4 in the morning. You know what time I wake up? I wake up at 4 in the morning. That's when you go to sleep. That's when you go to sleep. And he's yelling at him. Like, I can hear him over the music, and he's also driving, and he's yelling and pointing at him. He's like, you people do this all the time. All the time. This is what you get. This is why you're late for work right now. This is why you're late. This is what you deserve to be late. You should have went to sleep early last night. Like, this black guy was tearing this white guy apart, right? And I'm just sitting back in the back seat, and I'm just thinking, yeah, that's what you get. Yeah, that's what you deserve. Yep, that's what you deserve. And then I thought about it for a second. I thought about, that's kind of messed up. That's kind of messed up because if I was in the front seat of that van, that guy would not have said the same thing. Would not have said, you people, you're partying, you're drinking. Even that I have a different accent, I don't think he would have said the same thing. Now, once again, I wouldn't have blew up on the guy. Like, I wouldn't have said what this white guy said to him. No way I would have been pissed off and drive faster. Like, you must understand that when someone works in this industry, this is how they make money and this is what they do. And before I got in that van, I was totally aware it might take longer to get where I'm going because this guy may have to stop and pick up other people. This is how it works. So honestly, both of them were wrong. But I notice a lot of things like this in South Africa. I notice, like I almost don't want to say this because it's like, I don't want to be like, I'm taking up for white people, but this is person from person here. Like, the guy was wrong, but gosh, the driver was just as wrong, you know? But I notice a lot of things like this in South Africa. I notice that, like, things aren't equal. That's I want to leave it off. I want to leave it just like exactly how I should leave it off right here. Things are not equal. Things are not equal, and it's pretty apparent that things are not equal. And I just use this example of a white guy going off on, this black gentleman, but it happens the other way. Like, it happens the other way. You have black people go off on white people constantly, and I've just being around here, I've definitely heard a lot of stories. I've heard a lot of things. I've seen a lot of things, like straight up. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and make a video about all the negative experiences I've had in South Africa, but I just thought that I would share that experience that I've noticed here. I've noticed that, things are just not equal. Just like back in my country, just like in a lot of parts of Europe, things aren't equal. In my country, you see on TV, you'll see a white guy rape a kid, right? And he'll get away with it. Like, he'll get away with it. And you know what they say when they go to court? They say things like, oh, we wouldn't want him to have a bad life. You wouldn't want him to have a bad life in jail because he raped a girl. But yet if he was black and if he kissed a white woman, you would give him 10 years in jail. But at the same time, it's okay for this white guy to rape a child, and it's totally fine. Okay, I get it. Maybe he didn't mean to do it. Maybe he was just trying to offer some maple syrup or something. And so far, this trip has been like this. Like, it hasn't been a bad trip, but I don't know. I think I just planned too much for this trip. I've had a high expectation for this trip, and it just didn't work out. The reason why I'm making this video, I just want to show people that sometimes you may take a trip, and sometimes that trip just may not work out. Sometimes everything that you planned out may not go out as everything you planned may not happen as planned. I don't usually plan things on trips. I don't usually plan things, and on this trip I planned a lot of things, and this is why I'm disappointed, is because I didn't stick to that plan. Once again, I don't plan anything on trips. If I do leave tomorrow, it's gonna be very spontaneous and nothing will be planned. So it's not like I'm gonna go places and I know people. Like I will probably, if I do leave South Africa tomorrow, I will probably show up to a country where I don't know anyone. And I'll probably travel to other countries where I don't know anyone. And I'm also still trying to hit up 100 countries. So far this year, I've only went to 2 new countries. 2 new countries this year, Botswana and Liechtenstein. So I really want to ramp that up. I really want to knock out more countries this year. And if I want to knock out more countries this year, I'm trying to figure out where in the world will I get more bang for my buck, if you know what I'm saying. Because I'm still waiting on that $2,000 that YouTube subscriber was supposed to send me, because my videos sucked, because I wasn't traveling from here all the way to Tanzania or to Kenya. So I'm still waiting on that $2,000. So when I get that $2,000, maybe I'll come back. But meanwhile, I'll probably do something fun, something spontaneous, something random. Have no idea what is in store for tomorrow. I'm actually really excited, because I've never ever did a spontaneous trip like I'm planning for tomorrow. But who knows? Maybe I might just stay here tomorrow. I don't know. But I'm making a video. I'm gonna go edit this video right now before the sun sets. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Stay tuned for another video, another day. Anyway, peace out, yo.